You know what's crazy? Crossover Breakers might have actually saved the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Welcome back to another PhD episode of MCOL40 out here. I have my graduation cap on with the weight of the world on my head, as you can see here, as we talk about another episode of Is Yu-Gi-Oh! Saved? Oh boy, okay, this has got to go. So, this is, I wanted to talk a little bit about the landscape that the game has been over the last couple of days, because you gotta remember, I enjoy monitoring a lot of the impact that these things have in the community, and all of these angry thoughts that I read from these Yu-Gi-Oh! Players daily, like, why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such a terrible game. And, Crossover Breakers, besides Malice being a shifter deck, and every person that I have heard on the internet complaining about, oh my gosh, it's another shifter deck, how could Konami come up with something so uninteractive for the game? I can't believe I can't play my tier 1 deck because I'm just losing out here to this BS shifter. We're never going to win. We're never going to beat that argument. We're never, the shifter argument versus the meta player that spent $1,000 on the deck. Now the deck is worth way less. We sit here and we have the same infinite debate over and over again. And it's never going to stop. I'm just going to throw that out there now. If you have somebody that's complaining about shifter, well, I lose to shifter. You play shifter, but you don't draw the shifter against them. They're still going to blame the shifter. I know, it's a sub-argument here. Everything has been fine in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We've gotten over the current complaints. It's all peace and quiet for the time being. But, so on the topic of Crossover Breakers saving the game. So Crossover Breakers is what I would say is the first deck build set in a while that actually looks good. Did I say that correctly? Because Reziel gives you a spam deck, which I know I do kind of agree, is a little bit unoriginal, but, that monster negate on that field, actually that field spell, I think was the thing that is drawing people into Reziel. And also, having a modern era rank 4 spam deck that can use all of the options that are available in the rank 4 toolbox, that's so cool to see. All right, especially, what if I want to play Utopia double shenanigans, What if you're about to lose to a 10,000 attack Utopia out here? Well, what are you going to do? There's nothing. All right, you're just picking up your cards and you're calling it a day. And then, of course, the sea serpent, the worm, and the dinosaur archetype with the ability to toggle through and be played with voiceless voice. We did put voiceless voice. Tins are coming. All right, you got to remember that. You'll be able to pick up your voiceless voice core for pennies. Nah, probably not. Realistically, I'm expecting your voiceless voice core. Lows are already on the low right now, like $13. So, you got a lot to kind of think about. Am I going to be able to pick these up? Can I play them? Yeah, I think you've got to do some consideration for what you want. But the tins this year are going to do slash, down the value train. So good. But yeah, Dracopolis, however you want to pronounce it. Not only, having that synergy with voiceless voice, I've seen so many cool combos that you can do. And, we're still missing a card, by the way. The next Dracopolis card will actually come out this next Wednesday. So, be able to see the synergy that they're trying to do. And I believe the next card's either a spell or trap, actually. It's one of the two. And then, of course, Malice. Woo. In the last couple of days that I've seen Malice out, I will tell you, I've never seen the community quite so happy. I've read the, how could Konami make another boring waifu deck out here? Do people forget the waifus sell? I feel like that's one of the things of this community. You can sit here and you can not like the waifu stuff, and that's fine. But there are more people in this community that like the waifu stuff than the non-waifu stuff, which means people are going to gravitate towards the waifu cards in this. Also, this is the first real deck that we've had in a very, very long time that revolves around things being banished. You know, we've had interactions with the banish pile, but quite really nothing on this scale. You know, recurability out, you know, having triple shifter in the deck, putting it in a very strong rogue category is, I think people, we've had such a graveyard-oriented format for so long. Let the game shift. Let us have a level of power creep other than the same level of bullshit that we have to sit here with Snake Eyes going, Limburge effect. What you gonna do when my field comes for you? Bad Xyz, bad sorry. But that's realistically how it is. You are seeing that meta shift here. And, you know, don't even get me started on Supreme Darkness here. You know, all of the excitement that we have with the first set. Okay, you know, for the TCG side of things, you know, you have Bonanza coming out here. You do have, you know, the fact that you have this good deck build set, the fact that, you know, you're getting Rage of the Abyss, Fool Warso, and, you know, the amount of complaining I did see about Fool Warso was ridiculous, but I think the card, having that card exist in the game to try to balance the game towards a going second meta, beyond the current competitive player base, just wanting the game to be me go first, me make board, you lose, I think having that real interaction, do some playtesting for this, I think it's going to be really, really strong. Also, that being said, 4 crossover breakers. Not only, you know, do we still have 2 card of the days left for this, since it is the next theme, it should be over the next 3 sets. All right, after 2 after Supreme Darkness, you should see support for all of the themes being wrapped up into that. So if they feel incomplete right now, don't worry, you are going to have more. I mean, there's a couple Malice cards in terms of the lore that I assume that we're going to get explored, and they are going to add in, you know, probably 6-7 more cards. Konami's definitely, they've learned from their past mistakes out here with these themes that if you're going to support, you know, make these deck build packs, you have to continuously pump some support into them for the next couple of core sets. And I can see where, you know, our change in direction was for this. Sadly, Vanquish Soul didn't receive that extra fine. Vanquish Soul got like 1 line of support, which is really sad, by the way. Because, you know, had we gotten the Valmonica power-ups and the level that Centurion and stuff got, a lot of people would have been very happy. And it's not to say that Konami can't go back and revisit that, but it leaves a little bit of debate here. I think, overall positively, besides, you know, the standard, you know, boo-hoo, you know, I don't like this, I lost a shifter arguments that will still continue to exist. Yu-Gi-Oh's in a, I feel like off in the horizon over there. That the game is going in a very positive direction. I feel like things are changing now. And I'm very excited for that. I'm excited that we finally have things to look forward to. You know, yeah, we're heading out of the 25th anniversary. Hopefully soon. I would say within the next couple of sets. Do keep in mind that I'm very curious what we're going to do after 25th. I mean, we could see Starlight's return, but I don't think people don't want those ratios again. People are liking the quarter century inserts that are happening in these sets. You know, contrary to popular belief, the fact that, you know, you can pull 3 higher upgrades in a set versus, you know, 1 out of 2 cases is a lot more exciting for the chase feel for the community. So there's that. So, I honestly do think Crossover Breakers has done a lot for the game. The positive impact of the 3 themes definitely making people interested in a side set. And overall, the positive place that we're going. Now, the next question is, where will our ban list take us? If this next ban list is absolutely dumpster fire, we lose all of the progress that we've had, you know, with the positive backing and the positive reinforcement happening here, that it all just goes down the shitter again. And I don't want to see that. I want to see this continuous train that we're on right now of positivity do us good. And remember, look forward to it. I think the good's coming. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace. Patrons! Thank you!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.